Ever wonder what puts the W in UW? Why women, of course.
We're celebrating UW Women at 150.
Imagine Wisconsin 150 years ago. It was 1863, the height of the American Civil War. The fledgling University of Wisconsin had lost much of its male population to the battlefield. The times were right to admit women.
Such a great start. Except women were later put into separate classes in the female college.
By 1869, the first group of Trailblazers was ready to graduate. We know they became a lawyer, a high school principal, and a prominent suffragist who worked with Susan B. Anthony.
But before commencement, there was a holdup. President Chadbourne scoffed at the idea of conferring bachelor's degrees to women.
Did you ever wonder why it's called a bachelor's degree in the first place?
Fortunately, the Board of Regents decided that women should receive the same degree as men.
They also decided to honor President Chadbourne by naming a building after him, the first all-women dormitory, Chadbourne Hall.
Women officially received full coeducational status in 1874 and began taking classes with men.
They started working in biology labs and studying geology. At last, women had their chance to delve into science.
One of our alumni became the first woman geologist in the United States, Florence Bascom, daughter of former UW President John Bascom.
The work of another alumna, bacteriologist Alice Evans, led to one of the most important advances in public health in the 20th century, pasteurized milk.
At the UW, women in science were here to stay.
The first known African-American woman graduated from the UW in 1918.
Mabel Watson Ramey was fired from her first job as a teacher because she was black. She went on to become the state's first female African-American lawyer.
Soon, other UW women followed in her footsteps.
Women like Vel Phillips, the first African-American woman to graduate from the UW Law School, and the first woman and African-American to be elected to Milwaukee's Common Council.
Phillips championed fair housing and civil rights and went on to become Milwaukee's first female judge and Wisconsin's first African-American judge. We named a residence hall after her.
In every aspect of the collegiate experience, UW women excelled. They proved their strength in physical education and showed their aptitude for 3D design.
Women participated in sports like basketball as early as 1900.
All across campus, women pursued their passions.
They didn't hold back on having fun and still don't.
But UW women also took life seriously. In the Army Nurse Corps during World War II, Signe Scott Cooper saw that nurses were much more than physicians' handmaidens. She devoted 60 years to nursing education at UW and supported a 21st century vision for the School of Nursing.
The theater was the stage for a different battle, civil rights.
Alumna Lorraine Hansberry's award-winning drama, A Raisin in the Sun, became the first play by an African-American woman to be produced on Broadway.
In the arts, UW women transformed modern dance.
Margaret Dobler founded the first academic dance department in the nation.
Zona Gale was the first woman to receive the Pulitzer Prize for Drama.
Gerda Lerner founded the nation's first graduate program in women's history.
Ada Deer was the first woman to lead a tribal nation and the Federal Bureau of Indian Affairs.
The first female drum major in the Big Ten was UW's Dee Willems.
The first woman and youngest person to head a Big Ten University police force, Sue Risley.
The first female chancellor in the Big Ten, UW-Madison's Donna Shalala. Biddy Martin was UW's second female chancellor, and now, me.
There are so many more firsts for UW women.
And when it comes to national championship teams,
Badger women win!
Looking back, we realize how far UW women have come in 150 years. Where will you go next?
Forward and on Wisconsin.